Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing something a little different than I thought I was going to be doing for today's video. I am sick. I am very stuffy and congested and have a sore throat, so putting on a full face of makeup just didn't sound very appealing to me today. So I decided that instead of doing the video that I was planning on doing, which stay tuned for that because it's going to be a really good one, I am going to be doing 25 facts about me. I am 25. I have 4 siblings. I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. I am the middle child. I grew up in Georgia. That's where I was raised. I was actually born in Idaho, but when my siblings and I were very young, my parents moved us all out to Georgia because that's where my dad's job was. I lived out there for 15 years and now I'm back in Idaho. I have been married for 4 years and have a 1-year-old son. I was homeschooled from 3rd grade all the way up to 12th grade. I took my GED. I never went to college. I wanted to go to college. In fact, growing up, I always wanted to be a speech pathologist, specifically for kids with disabilities. And as I got older, it just kind of occurred to me that there was a lot of schooling involved in order for me to get to that point. And I decided that I just wanted to be a mom and I wanted to focus on my kids. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. My favorite color is turquoise. If I had to pick a makeup brand, Physicians Formula probably, just because their foundations are really good. And I feel like when you're looking into a brand, I feel like for me specifically, I always look for a brand that has really good foundation. If I could go anywhere in the world, it would probably be Italy. The first job I ever had was being a nanny. I was a nanny for these 2 little girls. They were very, very sweet, and I nannied for them for about 2 years. One of the most embarrassing moments for me growing up, and it's not really embarrassing for me now because I'm obviously sharing with you guys. I don't really care, but it was embarrassing for me at the time. So kind of going back a little bit, when I was probably around 7 or 8, my family and we had dinner. We had lemonade. Anyway, we had like this little ledge that kind of split between the kitchen and the dining room and the family room. Anyway, so we all kind of had our cups laid up on that little ledge. I think we were watching a football game or something, and I went over to take a sip of my lemonade. That sounds really weird the way I'm saying it. Lemonade. Anyway, I reached over to grab my lemonade to take a sip of it, and when I took a sip, I realized that that was not lemonade, and I quickly spit it back in the cup, and I'm like, what is this? And come to find out that my brother, who is probably 4-ish, maybe 3 or 4, he did not want to leave the family room, so he took his cup and went behind the couch to go to the bathroom. So, and then he just put his cup back on the ledge with all of our lemonades. Well, anyway, so there's that story. Anyway, so going back to where my embarrassing moment started was, we were at church and we were with a group of our young women and we were playing Never Have I Ever. Well, my younger sister, it was her turn to be in the middle, and she said, never have I ever, wait for it, drunk pee. Well, I wasn't about to admit that I've done that. It was embarrassing as enough. I didn't do it on purpose. So I just sat there quietly and she looked at me and she said, Aubrey, stand up. All the young women kind of just quickly glanced at me like, what? And so I was just kind of like, okay. Anyway, so that was my embarrassing moment. I love my sister. We are actually really good friends. We're like best friends. But at that time, I was very mad at her. But it's a thing of the past. It's whatever. Little kids do stupid stuff. So something that I did when I was younger that I still do now, I would have to unlock and lock the door several times before going to bed. It was a lot worse when I was younger. I was in second grade and my second grade teacher was very harsh. I was left-handed. With left-handed people, we have to have our paper crooked, and just so that we can be able to write good. And no, I had to have my paper straight, and it was more important, penmanship was more important to her than the actual spelling. And so even though my spelling was right on point, my penmanship was not, because I had to have my paper straight. And so because of having my paper straight, my penmanship wasn't great. And so she would keep me in from recess to redo my work. And then on top of that, I was excluded from a lot of the activities that we did because I had a math tutor, I had a speech tutor, and so it was really hard. And so a lot of my anxiety and my OCD kind of skyrocketed that year. And so I would come home and my mom said that I would just be sitting at the table and just do my homework and crumple it all up and throw it on the floor and redo it and redo it and redo it. And I would have to have things all lined up in categories and things like that in my bedroom, and it was really frustrating. So that's the year after second grade that my mom pulled me out to be homeschooled. But one of the things that I also did was after everybody went to bed, I had to go to the front door and unlock it and lock it again. And I still do that. It's not as bad as was when I was younger, but I still, a couple times before I go to bed, unlock the door again. My favorite ice cream actually just recently changed. It used to be mint chocolate chip, but now I am stuck on cookies and cream. I just think cookies and cream is delicious. A celebrity crush of mine would have to be Hugh Jackman. My skin type is normal to combination. I am very oily in my T-zone, and then I have dry spots like here and there, and sometimes they're not even there. It just depends on the season or the day. I am wearing right now, well, I'm currently wearing an Alaska t-shirt that says Alaska Grizzly Bear. I'm just wearing some blue yoga capris, and I'm wearing these earrings that I got from Walmart. If I could take one item with me on a stranded island, it would probably be my phone. Wait, is the charger included in that, or is that a separate item? Oh gosh. I probably would take some chapstick with me then. I love to wear comfy clothes. Love to dress nice and look pretty, but honestly, what makes me comfortable is wearing big old sweatpants and like a baggy t-shirt or a sweatshirt. That's like my go-to like look. My current favorite book is Fablehaven. My husband and I have been reading the books together, or I read them to him. And we're currently on book 4 or 5, I believe. We kind of stopped for a little bit, and so now we're back on finishing the series. My favorite drink would have to be Dr. Pepper. My eye color is blue, but it does change depending on what I'm wearing to more of a greenish blue. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want to know anything else about me. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.